This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, a really popular creator camera that I've had one special interest in shooting with. That's music. In my time owning this camera, I've been able to use it for multiple applications, from music videos to regular jam sessions, random musical ideas and moments, streams, and just general life events and music events I might be hosting or somebody else might be hosting. And I wanted to share my experience with you and why I think this is actually the best value camera on the market for musicians and creators alike. So to give you some perspective, I'm someone who owns a Sony a7R V. So this is a really high resolution camera that excels in both photo and video. But let's say you wanted to go a little bit lesser, say a Sony ZV-E1 or a comparable vlogging camera. I still think that this overall has a better value proposition than some of those other cameras, which have some more flexibility in terms of lenses and options, but overall this one is the best value. So a lot of benefits actually come to this camera when you look at the different factors, from price, overall flexibility, portability, different things like being to set different options. Like right now I currently have a wide angle lens that I just took off, and you're able to set different lens filters that work better than a system of completely taking off different lenses or, putting on different filters on a more traditional lens system. Now, in terms of useful features you might need as a musician, the live feed view is actually quite useful. So this is actually a live feed view of the video I'm recording right now. You can see that it's recording. I've got my DJI mic on. And you're able actually to connect over to audio interfaces. So this is the Volt 476p by Universal Audio. This is my interface, and I've tested it, being able to directly connect into the Pocket 3 via USB-C. So you're able to get a direct feed into your video if you so choose. So audio capture on the Pocket 3 actually works pretty interestingly. You're able to capture omnidirectional audio. So in the actual settings, you can set it to capture all angles from around the camera, or you can capture, say, front or the back of the camera in the settings, however you prefer. You're also able to use accessories like the DJI Mic 2 that I have in my shirt here to make music style vlogs or whatever you want really to capture with other people as well. This supports up to 2 mics, so you have a lot of flexibility there. If the music is even loud enough in the background, you can even try capturing on the Pocket 3 itself and capturing your voice, or the DJI Mic 2 just has enough pickup to where you can actually hear instruments outside too. Now, granted, they have to be loud enough to actually be heard, but it's more the impromptu-ness of things if you're in a pinch and just need things to be heard. But you can also configure a more proper setting via that USB-C connection, maybe with a mixer or an audio interface. Now, one of my very first applications that I really started using this camera very frequently for was live streaming to YouTube. In some public and private posts, just to keep them for the archive and to keep them for reference, I would actually stream my sessions over to YouTube. So this helps when you just need things to be kept in high quality, just to capture a setting of the room better than just, say, a MacBook camera that can only capture one narrow angle and can't capture the whole scene that you really had in a session. Now, music videos probably is my favorite thing to talk about on this camera specifically because it really surprised me. With this camera in Pro mode, you're able to go up to what they call D-Log 10-bit, which really gives you, at first, a really flat output, but when you go into the editing and apply the DJI LUT, which is available on their website, which is the DJI to Rec 709 LUT, you're really able to get some really incredible clips. And we made a music video with this camera in hand, and had I known its application, I think I would have utilized the features completely to their maximum potential. Our primary shooter for this was the A7R5, no gimbal, so nothing steady. Now that's even where the DJI Pocket 3 actually beat out a just stock kind of A7R5 because it's able to stabilize the clips much better, and you're able to get that much more control out of the steadiness of your shots. Now, obviously, some of the video quality from, say, an FX3 or a dedicated video camera will come out better than just the Pocket 3 itself. But overall, if you're somebody that needs maximum value, I think those cameras are really for the professionals or people who really want to go higher end, but you cannot almost compare just by pure value for daily shooting or more informal kind of music videos that aren't grand, large productions. The Pocket 3 really has it in terms of video quality for music videos. Now for jam sessions, you don't necessarily need the highest video quality, but being that this thing shoots up to 4K at various different frame rates, you can really kind of adjust it. And say you're somebody that actually makes content and you want to post up, you have both the vertical option for more portrait shooting, and then the landscape shooting, which it shoots between. Say you might want to do YouTube jams or things that you might upload versus an Instagram kind of upload where it's more vertically focused. In terms of event shooting, you're able to easily walk around with a camera instead of walking around with something big like this. It's very unwieldy, it gets heavy in the hand. You really have to stabilize just to get the centered shot and for it to not be moving so much. Now with the Pocket 3, you can walk around very easily. You can walk around steady. You can focus on people very easily, and you can dynamically go in and out of shots with no hassle, really. So a major benefit of the size of the Pocket 3 is being able to get up close and personal with products. This is really useful for product showcases, like for example here I'm showing off my keyboard, my guitar, and even a bit of my A7R5. If you're a creator and you really like to create dynamic and exciting product showcases, you know, this could be really useful for you. Instead of having, say, a DSLR trying to really get a big lens close to a product, this would actually be a great application for that in terms of product showcase. Yeah, so if you can't already tell, I really love this camera. It's really at the edge of being really professional gear. Like, it's maybe the Pocket 4 is going to be the next iteration where it's really professional, closer to akin where maybe we don't necessarily need a whole dedicated DSLR camera. Are there more higher grade you know, video cameras, because the quality in this is so great for just $500+ you can't beat that value, really, unless you're doing all the crazy 8K shooting and you're doing, you know, red, this, that, and the other. You know, this is a really great value proposition for its flexibility and overall quality. So really recommend this camera. Whatever your thoughts might be, just leave a comment down below whether you love this camera, what's your experience with it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future and stay notified. And thanks for watching.